Raiders and Dolphins. And first hit up with Kafusi. 10 rested, and then you can add Matt Timiko to the list. And now, that's a great pass to Jermaine Asako. Grubber kicks back in field. That was clever. Oh! We can go right down the middle today. Let's play fast and direct. As now Nikarima, the Dolphins are going to go try and go around them. The Fahu there, sprinting down the left wing. The Dolphins are throwing this ball around. Katoa double pump. Nikarima, and then out for the Fahu. He's making a habit of scoring tries in just his 7th game of first grade.
You're getting square, Owen.
Make it right. Nikarima, Tamuai Fido. Oh, great offload. Here goes Fuller. Here goes Keeley. Here come the Dolphins. A second try. 25 from the Canberra line. Nikarima with a bomb. Tamuai Fido is chasing. He's right there. It fell into his lap. Then for Marshall King. Long. It is Katoa. Filifuiake. Then Averillo. The Dolphins get a 3rd try. Nikarima, bomb back to the corner. Oh, and a stone-cold drop into the clutches of Hemiso Tamuai Fido. Maybe the easiest of the 20 tries he scored this year, right there. The Raiders on the edge with Nicholson. Paddy off a quick play the ball. Sanders to the line, went to the front runner Mooney. Nice offload, long ball intercept. Asako got away from Chris. Now the chase is on. Asako trapped just over halfway. It is fast and furious at Redcliffe. Fuller weaves his magic. Held it up for Katoa. This is Champagne Rugby League. Sanders, no real opportunity for Sanders and Cook, the halves, to shine. Good catch, Asako. Ball loose through the legs. My goodness, that's a bit embarrassing. And the Raiders, Michael Asamoah is given a little first try in first grade. Marshall kick. They'll charge over again. Ray Stone, he's almost dropped like a stone over the line there. That's all he had to do was catch and fall over. 2 left in the set. Katoa right to the line. It may have been touched by the Raiders or may have hit a leg. Play on. Dolphins ball. Back to Tamuai Fido. It opens up for the hammer. He's got 3. Look out, Nwangani Tuase. Here comes the hammer. Marshall King doesn't pass to Nichols. He said, get out of my way. Nichols! The goat is over. The goat scores with his first touch. But he's round the corner. Nichols. And Sanders. Oh, now we got another bloke, a future goat who scores. Oh, tipped on. Beautiful play, Nikarima. On it goes to Nafahu. He's got another one. Roddy. Charging through Joe Roddy. He has his moments. And then Levi, they attack close to the post. Oh, it's starting.
Oh,
He's
Joe
got a
Roddy.
Double. Joe Roddy. Float over the top. Jermaine Asako will score. He gets another 4 points inside the Dolphins' 20-all game. So there's some stats that sort of explain where we're at. A game that's had 16 line breaks. That's nice. Now Molo. Ida Kafusi. Fuller's got another chance. Oh, move! Fuller! Here's the magic moment. Fuller with the ball. Sets it up for Averillo. Oh, mission complete. You've had it all today. This bloke, Trey Fuller, is a rugby league gazelle. Final game for the Dolphins. They win big. Dolphins 62, Raiders 24.
Well, Ricky, there's some promising signs there for the future from some of your mates today. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it was give me an opportunity to have a look at some kids that have only played a handful of NRL. Some of the 4 debutants who have made their start. It certainly it was a good position for me to actually give them the opportunity to play, because you get a read on how they handle certain scenarios and situations. And today you could see by the amount of errors that we made, we were on the back foot for 70 odd minutes of the game, and you can't do that at this level. And that type of, I suppose, those types of scenarios that they faced there in certain parts of that game tonight was very much a great learning curve for them in regards to what happens in NRL if you're not up to a standard.
You've got a bigger fish to fry, obviously, next Sunday. Whatever the top guys that played today won't sail through, no injuries.
No, mate, we'll start that tomorrow. We get home tonight, so we start that tomorrow, the campaign for going into next week.
It's a nostalgic time for you, Corey, I guess, being from this area, and quite a few of the locals in the crowd, I imagine.
Yeah, no, it was a good day to be a part of. No, the scoreline didn't reflect it, but I had fun out there, and I know the young fellas did too. Yeah, I was proud.
This time last year, you think only just gotten your way back into the team, and now to be captaining the club, just despite the result, how did you find the occasion?
No, it was good. I enjoyed it. Ricky made it easy. The young fellas made it easy. I had a good, enjoyable week. Yeah, it's a full circle moment from last year, but yeah, I'm grateful for the position I'm in. Yeah.
How do you look at the battle coming up against Brisbane? You really did a great job in Canberra, but two different teams now, they've improved, you've improved.
Yeah, I think we just got to review this game, and then, like Stick said, we'll talk about that come next week. Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, you look at it, Ricky, it sounds like what an occasion for Canberra. It's going to be sold out. And you played in those great rivalry games back in the late 80s. Really
you're right. We got 3 grades in. I know Donnie's been talking to the NRL, been talking to New South Wales Rugby League as well about trying to get the fixture, the 3 games at home next Sunday. And hopefully that'd be the big picture. I mean, it'd be fantastic for Canberra and Rugby League. I'm not too sure who the lower grades are playing, but it'd be marvellous for Rugby League. It'd be packed stadium, three grades playing there. And that's the part that reverts me back to the older era that we had some success in. And, but we're not jumping too far ahead of ourselves. Believe me, we've got a massive job ahead of us next week against a team that's in red hot form, and they're a very, very good football team. So massive job ahead. And Red's right. We'll just have a look at this game tomorrow, and the boys have got a little bit of a day off. So
do you think they're a better team than they were when you beat them?
I don't know, mate. I don't watch them as much as you do.
Nice way to end the season.
Yeah,
Not
it
quite
was.
what you had in mind, but a nice way to end the season all the same.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was important that we come out today and played well, and played for a result. And it was great seeing a full house there. We love playing at KO and playing in front of our fans. They're the real fans that live here and support us all the time. And as I said, it was just really important for ourselves as well. We obviously had an opportunity to make sure that we're the best result that the club's got in terms of wins and in terms of where we sit on the ladder, and get over a bit of disappointment. At the end of the day, we put ourselves in that position. We need to get over that and come up with a good result, and we did.
And the feeling in the sheds afterwards, how are the boys feeling?
Yeah, really good. They're happy with the result today, obviously, and I think we've got so many things that we can be happy about through the year. There's obviously a fair bit of disappointment there too, because we know that we've got a team and a squad that could certainly play higher, but we weren't good enough to do that, and that's why we're disappointed. But we're also saying goodbye to a number of guys, and a couple of guys that have had a massive impact on this club, and Mark being one of those. So everyone wants to make sure that they send them off with a good night.
You finished the year scoring more points than any other team, but then to not be in finals, can you sort of pinpoint where things started going against you, or where you'll be looking to tweak come 2026?
Oh, look, the pinpoint the night that things started going against us was against the Roosters, round 23. So you look from round 5 through to round 22, we're exactly what we wanted to be as a team. We know we can find points, we're defending points. I thought we were playing to our potential for that period, and we didn't win every game, but we were certainly in every game. And we just need to have a look at the reasons why we fell away. And we've had lots of disruption and lots of changes, and that has an impact. But I still think we could have handled that a little bit better than we did, and that's what we need to find.
Those big wins that you did have in the middle of the season that sort of did come off some really bruising physical defence. Can you sort of pinpoint whether that fell away or where that fell away and for what reason in that little losing run there leading up to the last fortnight?
Oh, look, I don't have a clear-cut reason for you, but there's no doubt that our defence fell away. I don't think our ability to score points fell away, and we showed that again tonight, didn't we? So, that's obviously our biggest improvement area, to finish ninth and score more points than any team in the competition. It's outstanding for us and outstanding for our attack, but we know that we need to be better defensively. It's been what we've had to build on the last 3 years, to be fair, and when we find that, and we need to find that, then we'll start to see what we're capable of.
MCL for Hannah, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
What's the initial feeling? Is it a serious one, or how long do you think you might be out for?
Look, I don't really know, to be honest. I just got told that it was an MCL. I don't know whether it's a low grade, high grade, medium grade. Haven't sort of got that detail yet. It's always a good sign that he walked off, and looked fairly comfortable walking off. So I don't think it's going to be a major drama, but exactly what timeline, I'm not sure.
Great way to go out, Mark. Your future's bright here. I suppose you get forwards back next year. A couple of new guys, Combo, Harles, etc. I mean, how do you see the future of the club that you're leaving behind?
Yeah, I mean, I guess feels a little bit similar to last year. Like we close enough, but not not quite there. Obviously, the boys will work hard over the off season, and a few new guys come in, and all those young guys that get to play this year because of the injuries we had, they'll all be better for it, and that all those guys that were injured will come back, and hopefully the boys can take that extra step that we've sort of haven't been able to do the last couple of years and play finals. And I think the foundation's here, everyone knows that, but obviously there's a few things that just need to improve, and if the boys want to take that next step.
What can you tell us about Tavita Nafahu? I think be the first academy player to come through the club, and he had 200 odd metres by half time as well. What can you tell us about his future?
Yeah, no, he's been great. I guess he's one of those young guys that's got an opportunity and played well. And I think the thing with Tavita, and probably the thing that I've noticed as an older bloke in the last 3 years, is the guys that have good pre-seasons go on and have pretty good years. And Tavita was someone that really stood out in pre-season this year, and he was competing on everything, and he just looked like a first grader. And obviously he had to wait a little bit to get an opportunity, but as soon as he got it, he took it. And when you look through, we've sort of Kurt did that in the first year. Pluffy was unreal in that pre-season going into last year and got Player of the Year. So it was our message. I guess it was the message I gave him first day last year pre-season is if you rip in pre-season as a young fella, you never know what might happen. And I'm sure there'll be someone again next year, but as I said, hopefully, with the boys back, and we can have some luck with injuries, and hopefully the boys can play some finals next year.
And Christian, just with the blokes who did have season-ending injuries, would they all be on track for round one next year, or a bit too far out to really be able to know at this stage?
Oh no, they won't all be round one. No. Tommy Gilbert should be round one. I mean, we've got a lot of things to get through when you're recovering from those sorts of injuries, but Tommy Gilbert should be round one. Obviously we're hoping that Tom Flegler's available around that time. Daniel Safidi should be available, but the guys who've had the ACLs, they're going to be a little bit longer. Jack and Plathy, I think Plathy will be a little bit sooner than Jack. He might be around 6 or 8 or something like that, everything going well, and Jack will be a little bit later.
Mark, it was a lovely moment for you when you ran out on the field and the crowd stood up, and then to score that try and convert it. How much did all of that mean to you today?
Yeah, I got goosebumps when I ran out. Obviously, the crowd started cheering, and I could feel it from behind me as I ran onto the field. And then, sometimes rugby league's a bit poetic, and got the touch. Straight away got a try in front of the crowd, and Jermaine said, "Do you want to kick it?" And luckily, it was in front. I don't think Wolfie was real happy with it. There's still about 30 minutes to go, and probably started the party a little bit too early, but. As soon as we scored the next try out on the sideline, I said to Jermaine, "You can have it back, mate."
Jermaine was standing about 3 metres behind you the whole time you were kicking. Was he coaching you or something behind there?
Yeah, no, he wasn't giving me any tips, but I don't know if he was just standing there just in case I got nervous and wanted to pull out. But yeah, I kicked a few goals in 20, so it just brought me back to my heyday, I guess.
Thank you,
All
James.
right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.